Hello In The Hoop fans, and welcome to an all-new video from allinthehoop.com. Today we have a totally adorable In The Hoop project for your embroidery machine. It's these In The Hoop Tooth Fairy Pillows. But before we get into how to make these adorable little pillows, please take a moment to hit like, subscribe, and leave us a comment below about your thoughts on this project or about what you'd like to see in the future, or even just leave us a comment saying hello. Also, I'd like to quickly thank everyone who has previously liked, subscribed, or commented. It's because of you guys that this channel is off to a fantastic start and is starting to feel like a community where we can all learn and grow our In The Hoop skills together. Okay, so you might be saying to yourself, why are we making a video teaching you how to make Tooth Fairy pillows when we just did that last week? Last week's Tooth Fairy pillow is totally adorable, and I really hope you guys go and give it a try. However, it's a bit advanced and takes some time to make and requires you to use 4 hoops. So I want to create a new style of Tooth Fairy pillow that's quick and easy to make and also can be done in just 1 hoop. And that's what we have here. Also, the Tooth Fairy pillow we made in our last video would only fit in a 5x7 or larger hoop, and this current one includes an option that'll fit in a 4x4 hoop. However, if you have the option for a 5x7 hoop on these, please choose that one, as the finished design will look loads better, and the 4x4 design is just honestly very small. On our website, we have 4 different styles of these you can choose from, each with their own design in the front and each with a pocket on the front for the cash exchange. At allinthehoop.com, you can get these all in a pack where you can get all 4 for a deal, or of course you can get all 4 individually, or we even have a deal on our website. We can get everything on our entire website for one easy download, and that's by far the best deal, and these are of course included. We'll have a link in the description where you can find all these files. Okay, so with all that out of the way, let's get started with making these In The Hoop Tooth Fairy pillows. Okay, to get started, let's hoop up Tearaway Stabilizer by itself into your hoop. After this, let's load up our file. Next, I'm going to thread my machine. For this video, just so that you can see better, I'm using black thread for this step. The thread won't be seen in your final project because it'll only be stitched to the stabilizer and it'll be used for a die line. Next, let's attach our hoop with the stabilizer to the machine, and then we're going to run stitch number 1. Stitch number 1 is a die line, and it's used to show us where to lay our fabric. Next, I'm going to thread into my machine a color of thread that matches my fabric I'm going to use for my Tooth Fairy pillow. For me, I'm using white cotton, so I'm using a white thread. After we are threaded, we're going to lay our pillow fabric over the die line and run stitch number 2. This is a tack down stitch and will hold the fabric to the stabilizer. After the fabric is tacked down to the stabilizer, the next several stitches will be dependent on which of the Tooth Fairy pillows you're creating. At this point, you can open the PDF file that we included for the pillow you are creating and see what colors are needed for your pillow. For example, I'm creating this decorative fairy pillow, so I would open the PDF file and look at what colors are needed for the wings and body and all other features. They are clearly marked in the PDF, so let's go ahead and stitch all these out now, stopping right before the stitch labeled Pocket Die Line. Now let's run the next stitch, which is a die line for the pocket, and will show us where to lay our fabric for the pocket. I like to use felt or fleece for the pockets to prevent fraying. After the fabric is laid over the die line, run the next stitch that will tack down the pocket fabric to the project. Next, remove the hoop from the machine and cut closely around the pocket. Now I'm going to again thread up a color that matches my fabric that I'm using for my Tooth Fairy pillow. I'm using white cotton for my Tooth Fairy pillow, so I'm threading up white thread. Now let's return our hoop to the machine. And next we're going to lay our fabric over the entire project. Run the final stitch, that is the final tack down, and we'll attach the backing fabric to the project, but we'll also leave a hole in the side where we can turn the project right side out and stuff the Tooth Fairy pillow. Once it's done, remove the hoop from the machine and take it to your workspace. At your workspace, remove the project from the hoop. Remove all the stabilizer from the project. Next, cut around the Tooth Fairy pillow, leaving about a 1/4 inch around the edges and about a 1/2 inch around the opening. This will make it easier to stitch up when we get to that step. After it's all cut out, carefully turn the project right side out. At this point, the only thing left to do will be to fill your Tooth Fairy pillow with polyfill and then sew up the opening, and you'll be all done. I'll have a link in the description and also in the top here of this video where we created a video showing you how to do some great hand stitches that you can use to sew up the opening. Hey, so that's totally easy, right? And it looks adorable and your kids will love these. My kids use these and it's a really great way to turn something scary like losing a tooth into something totally fun. Okay, so thanks for joining me today and learning how to make these Tooth Fairy pillows. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and comment on what you think about this project and what you'd like to see in the future. And I'll see you again in our next video. Thank you.